Hello there. Okay, let's have a look at how we are going to use a few objects um, and have them attached as HUDs and explain how this arrangement can actually help us create comics in Second Life very quickly. Alright, I'm now going to attach an object called comics call. We'll get a chance to talk about each and every one of them and what they do. But for now I'm just actually attaching them. Okay, I'm going to leave the screen capture guide object for now. I'll explain about its functionality in a different video clip. One thing I would like to mention is that there is one HUD, the behavior palette, for some reason doesn't get positioned appropriately, so you'll have probably to just position it manually so that it fits under your in the behavior palette box. Right, so let's have a look at the user interface that's generated as you attach these objects. Okay, so let's start here. So you have the behavior palette section, and in that section you have a series of tabs that you can click, and each tab is going to reveal a set of buttons that you can actually click to trigger a specific facial gesture. So that's fairly common. There's a lot of applications in Second Life that have this functionality, but I thought that I would include it in this comic making tool here. Alright. Then moving on to the other sections, I think it will become clear as we start using the various graphic elements in each section. So in this section we have chat bubbles. Okay, you would be able to click on it on one of them and bring them to your frame here, to your comic frame. Okay, so let's look at a different section here. They call the sound effects section, and I'm going to click on one of them. Okay, and I'm going to position it within this square frame right here, and you'll find that it's already positioned here. So when I'm selecting it, it actually becomes transparent, and I can actually change its scale. So now I am changing its scale and zooming it up a little bit. It's too big. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, that looks about right, and then I'm going to position it. Okay, so the big triangles move the graphic element, and if you want to move it by little steps, you would just be clicking on the circle. It would be moving it really by a really smaller distance. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll try to rotate it a little bit clockwise. And I'm going to make it opaque, and I'm going to have a feeling of worry on the avatar. I'm going to trigger that feeling, and one of the things you'll notice is that when this happens, it happens very quickly, and you can actually slow down the animation speed in Second Life. I'll write a note about this on the wiki so that you get to know how to do this. It's very easy. But anyway, I'm going to show it here as well. I think it's in the character menu. I'm going to select slow animations, and then what I'll do is I'll click on this specific facial expression, okay, and then you'll have a sad facial expression with this chat bubble here and with the IE lettering inside. And what you would then do is, if you have a screen capture application such as Screen Hunter, you would be able to actually capture your frame, okay, and save that picture. We'll come to the other functionalities. I think one thing that I can also show you here is that you have a number of graphic elements that you can actually shuffle through here. So for example, if I'm clicking on this specific bubble and I want to choose a different one, I can actually click on the next graphics in the graphics handlers section, and I should be able to select, you know, other elements here. Again, if it's grayed out, this means that, you know, there's a texture being a texture downloading, and then you just wait for that to download, so don't worry too much about if it's grayish. Okay. Alright. So for example, in this case I could just have like an angry face, and you can actually take and capture that image. Okay,